What's up, guys? It's CardKaiser here, and yeah, I just wanted to make it like just like this 2016 like Happy New Year video and all that, like I just wanted to talk about like just about 2016, about like in general like how the whole year has been, all that, my thoughts and opinions about it. So yeah, 2016, yeah, this year has been it has been crazy, it has been really like for me this year has been one of the best years that I've had, and also one of the worst years that I've also had. Like I don't want to talk about like why I had the worst things, just some personal stuff and all that I was like not happy about that. Yeah, I was just speaking like I just remember like beginning of this like this year was just so crazy and all that, like it really was and all that. Like I tried to think like what I wanted to talk about like this year, like just like how are you guys doing? Yeah, how are you guys doing? Like how you guys doing? Like how, like I said, how was your Christmas? Like, yeah, like so, like it's gonna be New Year. Like I can't believe, like I'm really excited for 2017. Hopefully everything will be good in 2017. Like I really hope everything will be good. But so let's talk about 2016. That's what I was gonna say. Anyways, 2016. So many. This video might be kind of long because I'm gonna talk about things. But yeah, anyways, this year has been kind of crazy. Like for me. All that, like I just wanted to tell like what's been going on with my life, you know what I'm saying, and it was all that, like literally this beginning of the year has been like so crazy. Of course I had school then and all that, like all the natural stuff. Then like I believe it was in the beginning of 2016, like I like also gonna talk about things like what things that I feel like has been a gigantic impact on the world, and as well as like all the good things and bad things. Like literally, like it's just been so crazy. Like literally, like. We think about like if we think about back to beginning, yeah, like I said, 2016. That with the whole UK with Brexit, with the whole Brexit thing, you know what the Brexit thing is, like if they were gonna leave leave Europe or actually stay here. Of course they are in Europe, but like like the whole EU, that whole EU thingamajigger. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, they left the EU. So like I remember when I was watching actually the whole election, like. When it was going, like, okay, like, are they leaving, or are they actually, like, staying in the EU? And I remember, like, okay, I was watching it, all that, then I, like, like, this was still going on the night. I don't remember what date it was. I feel like it was somewhere in March. Oh yeah, they're also firing fireworks now, because, they already, like, after 6. Like, there are a lot of fireworks. Oh yeah, I also want to talk about like a funny thing that actually happened last year and all that with me and the whole fireworks. Like here, with all fireworks and all that. Some storytelling, motherfuckers. But anyways, yeah. So I'm like, I remember watching the whole Brexit thing. I remember that I actually fell asleep, woke up in the morning, and then I asked my mom like, hey, how's it like okay, good morning, mom. Then all that. Like I woke up in the morning and I asked like, hey. How did the whole Brexit thing go? I was just joking, being like, let me guess, they left the EU, right? You're just joking. And then my mom told me yes. I was like, wait. I was like, wait. Now you're making fun of me. But the funny thing is, my mom is never usually that funny. So I was like, whoa, like that was in my like. Well, like one of the shocking moments in 2016, and also like I feel like also kind of impacted in the whole world. Like, of course, the whole Brexit thing is still in process now. Wait, was it even this year? Oh my goodness, hold on. I'm actually looking this up right now. Doing a video, professional guys. It's like, okay, Brexit. Oh my goodness, I'm actually looking this up. When did it start? God damn it, when it started. Oh my goodness, I actually forgot when it started. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, it was in this year. I'm sorry, I thought it mistakenly, like, oh shit, was it actually in like last year? Well, thank God, yeah, it was this year. Yeah, so that was one thing that also impacted for me. Like, impacted for everyone in the whole world. And yeah. And then also like this year, like really, like I've been feeling like I'm happy, like I've been happy this year, but also been sad. And I'm kind of still like a little bit of depression. See, like Like, of course, like, okay, I had school and all that. Then, of course, ended in June. And then something happened, which I don't want to actually go into detail because I don't feel like I want to talk about that. Like, maybe later, maybe a year later, maybe I'll actually talk about it. Like, why I was depressed this year, like, quite a lot. But I don't want to talk about it now because I feel like I'm not ready to talk yet to tell it to, like, you know, to the whole world about it. But yeah, so then I was depressed and all that, like, the whole summer. Like, even though I went to Greece and I had a fun time visiting my old friends there that actually live in Greece, I've been there, like, almost, like, at least over 13 times there to the same place. Because it's like, almost like a summer place there. But anyways, yeah. And then I felt like I was super depressed and all that. Then like, in autumn, I was like, you know what, like, of course I had, you know, of course I had my YouTube channel, but I was, like, thinking, like, you know what, I actually want to actually start, actually changing it up now. Like, actually start, like, actually focus on YouTube, like really a lot. Like, I really wanted to, like, you know what, I really want to commit now. Like, I love making videos, so I'm like, why shouldn't I just try and do it now? And then literally, I remember that I also changed my name, you know, like, now my name is CardKaiser, but before that I had You Can Stuff 99. And literally, I just remember, like, I remember I still had that name, though, like, still this year, but, oh well, I just wanted to change the name, because I felt like, hey, I like this new name. I feel like it works better for me to have a new name. I still remember, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know I'm story talking now. I'm like, of course I'll get back to the whole, like, what impacts about others, like, also about my opinion about this year. And I also remember, like, if I think back to, like, the fewer years, like, Jesus Christ, like, when I started my channel was I started in 2012, on 25th December, so yeah, on the Christmas day. It's funny, actually, because back then I'm 17 years old, so yeah, I was, like, 13 back then, and now, yeah, I was 13 back then, I started, like, so maybe that was kind of a young age to start YouTube. I don't know, at least for me, I felt like it. And then I started videos, and now, like, I like to do it and all that, but then sometimes I felt like, no, I didn't want to do it, but then I really wanted to do it. I love videos. And then, like, I had that one, like, my own catchphrase, you were to say, you know what, which was all, slide like a penguin. But then I realized when I said that, like, that was later on, to, like, maybe 2 years later, like back in 2013, 14, that I actually realized at the beginning of 2015, which was like, oh god, because I was young back then. I didn't know, like, I was like, oh god, it sounds so stupid, because I'm like, because that sounded a little bit like a copy version of, you know, PewDiePie, you know, all that shit, you know what I mean, man. Like, I was like, no, oh my goodness, no. So then I was like, okay, you know what, no. Then certain things, like, a few years ago, like, at middle school, like, we had one kid that was just super annoying, like, just making fun of me and all this shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna go into details for that, but FYI, if he sees this, I hate you, by the way. You one day I'll fucking punch you in the face. Okay, no, I'm free. I won't punch him, but literally, I hate him. Like, I hate him, literally. One of the worst things that could have happened to my life, to ever met that guy. But anyways, that's not what we're gonna talk about. So then I was, as you know, like, this year, you know, I started making more videos. I really wanted to actually now do more videos, as in general, like, I love making videos. Like, I feel like YouTube, like, I found the perfect thing for me. Like, YouTube has been such an amazing thing. And also, about, like, YouTube has been, like, changing, like, in the past, like, 10 years. Literally, like, it's been changing all the time. It started back in 2005, I believe. I feel like that's when it started, yeah. Or the 2016. I know it was 2015, yeah. So it started then, and then, you know, like, over the years it has been changing. Like, this year it's been changing. Like, I'm like, no, why? And yeah. And then when I made videos and all that, I felt like, you know, like, I wanted it. I wanted to make videos and all that. Like, really, like, it felt like I could take away from the depression. And then I was like, it actually helped. And now I just don't feel that much depressed anymore. I'm still depressed about one thing that happened, like when the summer started. I don't want to go into detail. Like I said, I might do it maybe another time in this video. Like, another time in another video, maybe, like, way later on, like, maybe next year or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So this is gonna be my last video forever on YouTube, by the way. Okay, for 2016, that is. Because, hey, tomorrow we'll have motherfucking 2017. Yeah. And yeah, and also, like, this Christmas was really fun. It was all cool and all that. Like, I tried my Christmas live stream. It didn't kind of work out. I tried with all the settings, but for some reason it didn't want to work. Like, of course, recording the games with, you know, the whole Elgato game capture, that is working. So I'm happy. So if you guys just ask on the comment section if you want any gameplay, then I'll try it and pull it out. Because maybe if I had that game, then then I can make a let's play of it. Just ask in the comment section. And yeah, and literally, I just feel like this year has been amazing. It has been, like I said, one of my best years ever, and then one of the worst years ever. Like 2014 was literally, I had to say, my favorite year ever. And I feel like also a lot of people agree with that, because like, I don't know, 2014 was special. I don't know how, but it was. Like, yo, like this, it really was. But now I want to talk about, like, I'm trying to think about the good things that have happened this year. Like, we got, like, of course, Pokemon Sun and Moon. That was a good thing. Like, okay, good, really good stuff. Then the whole Nintendo Switch reveal was amazing. That was good. Also, the whole PlayStation 4 games that are coming out next year, that, yo, it's going to be wild. But then I wanted to talk about, like, the whole bad things that I feel like, in my opinion, which I feel like were bad, that happened this year. Which I'm like, just like, some sad things, some like irritating things and all that, which I'm like, wow. And then, okay, this year I wanted to talk about, like, basically about, also like, okay, let's mention the one thing. Trump winning the US election. Now, I'm not saying it's, okay, I'm sorry. People are gonna be hating like, oh, but you don't live in USA. You don't know how it feels. Like, yeah, exactly. I can't know how everyone feels in US about the whole like election issues. I can't say like, oh, I know exactly how they feel because I don't live there. I can only view from my perspective, my own perspective, how I might feel. And how I feel is Donald Trump winning the election. I feel like I was like, nah, it's not kind of bad. But I'm still not like, oh, it's like completely the end of the world. Like we humans have actually pulled through, like in these years. Like some bad has happened, we actually pulled through it, and we can, like, we will survive. Like maybe who knows? Maybe like I'm not a supporter of Donald Trump, you know. Fuck him, you know. So I'm sorry, like. But I'm like, I'm not supportive of him. But I'm like, I feel like, hey, what? Like, who knows? Like, even if I don't like him, even though I don't like that he became president, like, who knows? Maybe as a possible tiny chance, like, hey, what knows? Maybe America, something good will actually happen. Like, what if something good might happen? We don't know. We don't know what the future holds for us. The only thing we can make a change is, like, actually, sorry, not change. The only thing we can improve is today and tomorrow. That's the only thing. We can't look to the future and be like, oh shit, like what if this happens? What if that happens? Oh god, like, you know, everything. Like, the only thing we can be prepared for is today and tomorrow, in my opinion. That's what the important thing is that we can actually prove. As I said, this video is gonna be long and all that. And that's one of the, like, things I did not like. And then also I want to talk about Nintendo. I understand, like, you know, since, you know, like, there's some, you know, all the fan-made games that people made and took, like, many years. I understand that Nintendo has the right to take down any games that they like, you know, all that, like, fan-made game, but it feels like, come on, like, I'm so, like, a little bit pissed off about that. Like, I get it that you don't want that to sell, like, you know, Pokemon Sun came out, they did not want, you know, all the people, like, example, Pokemon Uranium, like, they did not want it to, you know, that people would focus on it. Or actually, no, that came this summer. Okay, I'm my bad. Yeah, but anyways, like, they took it down. I was like, no. First, I was like, I didn't like Uranium, but now, like, after I saw the game, I was like, yo, this game is amazing. I haven't played it, but I really would like to find out if I could somewhere download it, all that, play it. All that, because it was, like, it looked really amazing. And that's, like, one thing, like, they took it down. I was like, no offense, Nintendo, like, I understand, like, it is your job, like, you know, okay, like, you get to do it, because, you know, like, Pokemon is your thing, you create Pokemon, like, I get that you, like, you might get pissed off and all that, or, well, Game Freak and Nintendo, but I feel like, when, first of all, like, with Uranium, I feel like, they, the people that made Uranium, it took so much time, from them. Like, was it like 9 years they developed that game? And I feel like that's just such, like, a bad move. Like, was it like 1 month or 2 months after the game was released, immediately got like boom, like cease and desist, you know, kind of thing. I was like, first of all, like, like, number one thing, like, they put so much work into this fan game and all that, you know, like, for Pokemon, like, they said, like, even, you know, like, okay, like support the official release, of course, because, you know, it's a fan game. And then two, number two, the one thing, like, it was free. So at the same time, like, yeah, I get it, it was free, but at the same time, I feel like, why I feel like, how does it hurt Nintendo if it's a like? I get it, like okay, you know, it's time game, like they have the right to like, oh, it's copyright, sure, yeah, but I feel like it was a free game. Plus, the people that developed this 9 years, this 9-year made game, like it took them 9 years to make it. They didn't even get any profit, like, you know, no money from the game. So I was like, so plus that, like they didn't get profit, they didn't get no like funding of some sort of thing. So I'm like, why was it so bad for like Nintendo to do it? And also Pokemon Prism, like Pokemon Prism, I remember playing that game when I was like 9 or 10 years old. Back when it was like had the beta, I played that, and then I was like, when they revealed the trailer, I was like, what is Pokemon Prism? I was like, what? Then I remember like flashback, like holy shit, it's the one that I played. This Prism was so good, and then Nintendo again, I understand they have the right to do it, but again, Nintendo strikes again. The Nintendo cease and desist, and all that, and literally, they take down Pokemon Prism 4 days before release, which was on 23rd December, which is 1 day before our Christmas here in Finland. I was like, why? Why, Nintendo? Why? Like, again, it was like free. They did not get any like funding, like, you know, they didn't get like any funds, like exponential, you know, funds from it. But, you know, like they didn't get paid by it. Like they did not sell it, like, you know, for a game, like, hey, you know, $30 to get this game and all that. Like it was free. It was no funding benefited for it. But anyways, but that's just my opinion about it. And then also this year, like literally, like I just wanna take a moment. Like I'm thinking like of all things I wanted to talk about. I believe it's it. And also, yeah, about 2016 and 2017. That is about to come, like, you know, I want to try and actually be more active, because I feel like this whole autumn, 2016, I feel like I've been more productive ever, like, on making videos, than I've ever been on YouTube in this 4 years. Actually, 4 years, like, I uploaded videos here and there, but I feel like my, like, real, like, let's say, like, YouTubing has been, like, this year, putting out more videos than I have ever done, in my opinion. That's how I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys are right, maybe I'm not, but I feel like, to me, I feel like I've been doing more YouTubing ever this year than I've done the previous years. And then I'm gonna try in 2017 actually upload more videos than ever and all that. Like, actually try to be more active on YouTube. That's why, like, one of my things I'll promise you. Like, I'm actually gonna try and be more active on YouTube. I really want to, like, YouTube is such a cool place, and I really like, you meet people, you get to interact with people, you know, like, make videos and all that, you know, who knows what can happen. So that's why, like, YouTube is a fun place. And then I always also want to take a moment of tribute to the people, and this is actually the sad part of the video, like, of the people that have died. Like, when people die, it's actually sad. Like, even though, if you didn't know, like, of course I get sad, but sometimes, you know, if I cry and actually am sad, and that's most likely more of like, okay, like a family member has died. I remember, like, when my grandmother died back in 2011, I believe. She was 97 years old, so she was old, and I was super sad. And I even I sometimes visit her, like, I remember, like, maybe like 6 months before she died and all that, like, and she was so different. Like, I was like, this is my grandmother, but she was just like, she felt like she was there, but she, like, her wasn't there, of course, because she was old and all that. I understand. Then she died. Like, I was so sad. Like, I was like, and that was like back in 4th grade or 5th grade. And that was definitely back in 4th grade. And I was like, I did not feel happy at all. And that was like in 2 months. And then after 2 months, like, we had to go to the funeral. And guess what the universe decides to do to me? Like, I got sick. If I remember, I got a high fever, so I could not go to my grandmother's funeral. So that was, like, also one of the big things, which I was like, no, why? I was so sad about that. I was really sad. And that's one of, like, well, actually, this is not now, but that was one of the things for me that was really sad. and all that. Of course, I still have my grandmother though. She's like 80, and like let me tell you, my grandmother, like she even like there's a lot of like if I said old ladies and all that, like that are 80 years old, like that don't seem like that alive anymore. But to me, like my grandmother is super alive in my opinion. Like she has full of energy in my opinion. Like she's 80 years old. I'm like, hey, she still can do like normal things, and I'm like, I'm happy that I have a grandmother that still has the energy to live on and all that, like still here. And I believe that she will actually be like maybe be like at least 100 years old. I hope, because then she'll actually be able to see me like grow up to as an adult and all that. It would be really happy for me and all that she still lives on to see me being an adult before she leaves the earth. Oh my god, no, oh god, no, I'm starting to get teary-eyed. No, anyways, but yeah, next year I'm actually becoming 18 years old, so that will be fun. I won't be a kid anymore. I'm being an adult. Well, let's be honest. I play Pokemon, nigga. I'm gonna be a kid for a long time now. I'm sorry. Anyways, and then yeah, anyways, like I said, I wanted to make a tribute to all the people that have died and all that, like in this year, like literally there's so many people, like not only celebrities, like holy crap, like this year's people that have died. I'm like, no, so many great people. Some of them I did not know, but a lot of them I did, which I was like, no, it's so sad. And not only the celebrities that died, also people that I died because of terrorism and all that, which I'm like, they did not deserve to die. Like why? But that's why I also hate part of terrorism. It's such a bad thing. Like I really hate it. I really hate it. Like just like I can't believe there actually exists like people. Like of course like this whole world is so big, but literally I can't believe that there actually exists people that just take lives and they don't even care that they're human beings. Like that's what I mean. Like terrorists, like they like the terrorists. Like the whole ISIS and all that. Like they don't even care. They just do it. And also like how they sacrifice themselves for something. Like I like. Because like they believe in like you got like way too much like like all that. But I feel like how can you just sacrifice yourselves and be like it's nothing? How can you kill people and just be like, oh, we don't care? Like they are human beings like you. Like I feel like the terrorists, like they cannot be human beings after if they just killed and do not care at all. Like I don't care. Like people might judge me like oh no, why what the like Kaiser, what the heck? Why are you being like so judgmental? But literally, if you just kill people and you don't even care that like no, not sentimentally, like whatever, I killed it. Like I don't care. Like I feel like that's just like so wrong. Like they are also human beings. Those people that you killed, it's not like oh whatever, I just killed a thing. Like no, they're also humans. They are the same as us and all that. Like we are humans. We all are humans. We should all be respected equally. And be treated equally as well, and all that. Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted. That's actually what I want to say. Like, okay, I maybe got way too serious back then, but that's actually on my mind. Like, actually, that's a real thing. Like, we people should be treated equally, and also be accepted as each other. Like, be accepted also equally. There should not be like, this person is better than that. This person is better than this, and this person is better than that, and all that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that should not be accepted at all. But anyways, back to the people that I want to say like have died. So many, like literally, like I said, of terrorism. Like like, was it like the week to Christmas or was it the? It's 31st today. Yeah. So like I said, it's Happy New Year today. It's so actually it's New Year's Eve today. So I'm trying to think like when it happened. Actually, like it happened in Berlin. Like those all terrorist attack. Like. Some guy actually just took a truck and just like killed so many people. Like I don't want to be reminded by that. Like it's so horrible. In fact, I actually have I have a friend there in Berlin. I hope she's okay. Like literally, I was like shit scared. I was like no, don't tell me that she died. Like literally, she's one of my best friends, and I'm like I hope that she is fine. I hope she is fine and that nothing happened to her. Like hopefully she was not on that Christmas market and all that, and hopefully she's okay. That's what I hope. A good friend of mine. Like yeah, literally like that was so. Apparently this whole thing was planned by that one guy, and I was like, yo, driving a truck to be like, was it like 12 people died, and then like a lot of people were injured, and then people like majorly injured as well. So that was like, I was like, whoa. Like not like whoa, like holy shit, like surprised, but I was like no, like this is wrong. Like you like So also me, like, with terrorists, like, how can they just be like, oh, whoops, sorry. Did my camera go off? I'm sorry about that. My computer decided to, my computer decided to go like, so like, almost to close off. Sorry about that. Anyways, like I said, like, how I can't believe that they just think like they have the right to take someone's lives because of what they believe. Like, that's bullshit. Like, I feel it's like, I feel like, okay, I know this is not gonna sound stupid. I feel like the terrorism. I feel like the terrorists are. I feel like it's like, oh, they think like, oh, we are mightier than you because we believe in, like, like, or like all their beliefs and all that. But then I feel like also at the same time it's like, oh, we are much more important things than you. So that's why we can just kill you and all that. Like you were seeing, like, they don't even care when they kill. So that's like, it's all like, I remember like one thing. I don't remember if it was this year where terrorist killed a young child's mother and father. I think it was this year. I don't know. I'm sorry if I bring up like that, but I don't remember where it was. But like that terrorist killed this young child's mother and father, and then he left the child there. I was like, see, that's when that just made me like filled with anger. Like, I was of course sad like how that could happen to a young child, and that child was like 5 years old or 3 or 5 years old. I was like, how can you just take away someone's parents and then be like, oh, I'm gonna just save you because I'm just let you be alive because I can do that. Like, I that made me so like filled with anger. Nearly I was like, you don't have the right to do that. But that's the problem with the world. Like, that's how the world is, and that's how we have to accept it. Like, eventually, like, like, I'm gonna talk now. I'm gonna go like real scenario. Like, eventually, we all will die. Like, we have to accept that we will all die. But we like I feel like we should all, like, we all people should let people die when they feel like that. Like, oh, like when you get old and then you die. Like, it should happen then, not like, oh, someone takes your life away from you. Like, in that kind of, sentiment, if you understand what I mean. Which I feel like it's just damn. Yeah. Wow, this is straight up pretty long. But anyways, yeah. So then also, like, then I want to talk about the celebrities that died as well. I'm trying to remember, like, all the, like, I don't want to think about their dying, but I'm trying to think about the key points to this whole thing that happened this year. And also, oh yeah, like, all the celebrities, like, Prince died, like, of some accidental drug overdose, which I'm like, bro, if you even do drugs in the first place, you have to be careful. But I'm like, I was so sad when I heard Prince. I was like, no, Prince, the legend, like, no, like, he had to die, like he died. I was like, no, I was sad. And then this whole winter has been, I'm like, not in shock, like, holy shit, but I was like, well, actually, I was shocked, not like, oh god, no. I was literally like silent, like, no. Like, literally, like, George Michael died. I was like, no. Like, I didn't know him that well, but I know he's celebrity, so I was like, no. And then also, Rick Parfit, I believe. He was like a rock star, I believe, and I was like, no, not him. Because, like, I like rock and all that. I like music. Anyways, and then the saddest thing, which I was like, for all star for us, of course, like last week, this week, Carrie Fisher, aka the actress who played Princess Leia in the old movies and also in the newer movies, died because of a heart attack, or what was it, cardiac arrest, I believe that was called. She died, like, okay, she got a heart attack on the plane. She had to be rushed to an LA. Was it LA? Hospital somewhere in LA, and then she died there. I was like, no, that was so sad. Like, it was so sad. And I was sad that she died. Like, I was really sad. I was like, no, not Princess Leia. But then I started thinking, like, wait, what is gonna happen now with Star Wars? Has she even been in the movies, like, in the, like, Star Wars movie number 8? And thankfully, thanks to SJ, SJ, go check him out, like, SJ Lassie, my one of my best friends. We had done co-op videos together. You know him. You have to know him. If you don't know him, then my goodness, what are you doing with your life? If you don't know him, then I'm like, god damn it. But yeah, so I'm like, he told me, like, he found out, like, okay, so, like, Carrie Fisher actually had had already been in the parts of the movie. Like she had already like done all the acted the scenes and all that. So I was like, okay. I was like glad about that. Like, of course, it's sad that she died. But then I was like, wait, what's gonna happen now with Star Wars 9 whenever that comes out, like in 2019? I was like, what is gonna happen then? Like, will she even be in the movies then, or do they have to use CGI effects and all that? Or do you have to have some like high quality CGI and all that? Like, oh yeah, also like yesterday I was with SJ and actually watched the Rogue One because we couldn't do it on the premiere. We really both wanted to because he's studying somewhere else, not here in Finland. Like he's actually studying. Of course, he's studying in Finland, like, but not here in Helsinki. He's actually studying somewhere else in school. Because I'm not gonna go into detail why, but yeah. But anyways, not like he wanted to, but I'm not gonna go into detail. Anyways, yeah. So we couldn't go because of that. Like I really also wanted to, but I feel like no, I wanted to actually go to the movies with him because like he's a big Star Wars fan, and I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan, but I really enjoy Star Wars. Like really, it's really awesome. Like Star Wars is a good thing. Like it's a really amazing series. So we went to watch the Rogue One movie. I'm not gonna spoil you anything. Here are the 3 key points which I wanted to say. The beginning of Rogue One, I understood what happened and what was happening, all that, but I was a little bit confused sometimes. Then we also saw some key points, of characters that were there, all that. I'm not gonna talk who, and all that. Then the second thing is in the middle of the movie, in the middle of the movie, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then the end of the movie, I was like sad. I was like, no, that's where I got super disappointed. Like what happened to the characters. I'm not gonna tell why, like what transitioned in there, but actually what anyways, no, I'm gonna say like what happened, what transpired there. No, I don't. Whatever. Like what happened there in the movie. I'm not gonna spoil that because if some people haven't even seen that. So yeah. I will say about that movie. Although then this is actually some spoilers. So if you don't want to hear anything, click like mute a little bit for like some 30 seconds actually. Anyways, but this is one thing I want to talk about because I feel like this is not that big of a spoiler. Or actually, in my case, because it's the ending. Like actually, like few minutes before the ending, like 5 or 10 minutes like of the movie before it ended. They had the scene where, like, okay, they got the plans to the Death Star. Like I said, this is spoilers, but if you don't want to hear about the spoilers, look away. That is, they got the plans to the Death Star, and I was like, "Yo, let's go down." Like, the rebels, they got the plans, and then they hear like, okay, Darth Vader was coming. This is actually before the Star Wars 4: A New Hope happens. So we did that. Like, no, not we did that, but like they did that, and then it was like big standoff, like they were like, he's coming, like they were ready to fire, and then like it was like how well they made of course, like SJ said one thing that he didn't like Darth Vader, like in the movie how his character was. Like I kind of get like his side a little bit, like it was a little bit different, but I was like, yo, in my opinion, they captured Darth Vader's presence, like how he was, perfectly, and I mean perfectly. Literally, when he, like in the end, like when he came out there, he was just like, and then you just saw the red lightsaber come out, and then he just took down the whole rebels like with no ease. He just deflected those those laser blasts. He fucking used the force, threw it away and all that. And then the guy who had the whole key, like the door got stuck. They couldn't go out. They was like, I gotta get this open. Like hey, like they were all the Rebel Alliance, like the soldiers were getting killed left and right, and he was getting closer to that guy who had the information to the information to how to destroy the Death Star. So he then he saw one guy who was running there. He was like, hey, take this. Like he was trying to get it open, but then was like, it's too late for me. Take the information. You have to get it safely to the princess, which was Princess Leia then, to get the information to the center. All that. and then like he got killed off. Like that scene, you could just make like funny thing, like take it, go, like like there's actually like let's say McDonald's coupon, like 20% off, like take it, go. Then Dogbear's like, that coupon is mine, get back here. But anyways, yeah. So that they transitioned really well, and that like they made it so well to fit perfectly into the movie Star Wars: A New Hope. Because after when the movie ends, like okay, she gets the plans, all that, she's like, yes, let's get going, to fly off. And then the movie ended, and that was a really good transition into like how the movie. That was a really good transition in my opinion. Like okay, like how well they made it. Like okay, so then it ended, and then like immediately. So like one day, actually, like whenever they put the Rogue One on DVD, I'm actually gonna re-watch Rogue One, and then I'm gonna immediately after that watch Star Wars: A New Hope, because it so well fits in and all that into it. And yeah, so that's what I wanted. I went a little bit. Holy shit! I almost be recording like for 40 minutes. Holy shit. Okay, this video might be way too long when I'm just talking about like my thoughts and opinions about 2016, and then also about my little bit about my own life. But then I also want to talk about like another person that died, which was unfortunately, which I'm like, wow. Which was Carrie Fisher's mother as well, Debbie Reynolds, which is also a very known actor, like Singing in the Rain. That's like what that she's been in that movie, like, which actually my mom showed me a clip of it. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, whatever, but that's cool. But she also died by having a stroke, and that probably happened. Like it was like the day after Carrie Fisher died, I believe, or was it like few days after that? No, it was, if I believe correctly, it was day after Carrie Fisher died. She had a stroke. Like she already had some, like some problems, like medical problems and all that, like, if I remember correctly. But like, I guess that that the loss of her daughter was just like way too much, like way too much for her. So it's like, she also got rushed to the hospital. Like she had a stroke, like then she died. So at least. I know it's super sad when people die, like in my opinion, like, well, of course, like those closest to you, it's like the most sad thing ever in my opinion. But I feel like also like at least Debbie Reynolds, at least Carrie Fisher's mother, Debbie Reynolds, at least they're both together in heaven. Hopefully they're in heaven. Hopefully they're not doing anything bad. Hopefully, yeah, at least where they are, they're at least together. That's actually one thing. But one thing I'm like, how will Todd Fisher feel? Because I believe that was Carrie Fisher's brother, I believe. So I'm like, how does hopefully I don't know what kind of accomplishments he has done in his life, but hopefully he will be fine. Like hopefully he will be fine, because like he lost his sister and his mother so quickly. It's like, man, see this on my I think this must be one of the most this must be like one of the most dead celebrities this year. Like if we think about other years, like when Michael Jackson died and all that, like we think about years, like how many celebrities died, like this year, like wait, Prince, oh shit, David Bowie as well. I forgot David Bowie, but David Bowie, he was a true legend, and then he also died this year. I was like, no, so many people died and all that. Oh my god, I forgot David Bowie. David Bowie! Oh no. God damn it. But yeah. It's sad. It really sad people less, but that's how life is. And we unfortunately have to accept it. I still have this mindset on me, like I never want to die, but at the same time it's like, eventually that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, but yeah. So, sorry if I just talked too much about, sad stuff and all that. Hopefully I didn't make you all cry, teared up, and like, God damn it, Kaiser, why do you have to talk about sad shit? Like, hey, I know it's I really wanted to get that out of my mouth, but yeah, anyways. So, yeah. So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about 2016. But I do have high hopes for 2017. Hopefully nothing bad will happen. I'm afraid things might get more complicated next year. Things might get I feel like next year might be a complicated year, but I do believe it will be one like also a really good year. We don't know what the future has, of course. We can all just wait to see what will happen today and tomorrow, in my opinion. But yeah, it was. Yeah. And also next year, I'm actually gonna try to participate now in V.II tournaments and all that. Like, I really want to try and get into Pokemon Worlds 2017, which will be actually in Anaheim, California. Which I'm like, yo, I would be so happy if I could get into Worlds and actually maybe win it all. I don't know. Like, at least I want to like be like, I want to actually make a name for myself. Like, you know, like, hey, people, there is actually a person that plays V.II. That's actually a good V.II. player that is from Finland. Since I live in Finland and all that, like, they will be like, holy shit, like, that was actually cool. Yo, I saw Navius right now. No. Just it's just they're all shooting rockets and all that, fireworks, and all that. So yeah, I have high hopes for. Oh, is this recording? Oh, thank God, it was recording. So I have been recording 40 minutes. But yeah, I have high hopes for 2017 and all that. I'm gonna start bringing out way more videos in 2017. I promise that. Like, I'll try and putting out as much as I can. You know that, like, sometimes I'm a bit lazy to do that, so I'm really sorry about that if some people have actually been out. But I'm actually gonna start uploading. And the first thing is, like, I'm actually gonna try and upload, you know, the Pokemon Move Let's Plays to the, you know, like, I actually think I could tell you is, okay, I should really end this. I have been like 40 minutes non-stop talking. But anyways, well, of course we will hear some music here, of course. But anyways, like, I have pre-recorded everything already, so that basically I've recorded the series. The series is already done, but I haven't still edited any, like, some of them, like, of the like, actually not some, quite a lot of the episodes yet. So I just have to do that and then actually put up. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. Like, yeah, and how would you think this year was? Like, let me know in the comment section down below, like, what you guys think about this year. Was this year good for you? Was this year bad for you? Let me know, because I want to share with you, and it would be cool if you could also share with me, so like, you know, so that's what we're doing. Is it, you know, we talk to you guys, and you guys, you know, if you're responding, you respond and all that. But yeah, so yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I do apologize, it was 40 minutes long, but hopefully you all watched it. Hopefully you all watched it. So I'm sorry about that if you didn't. I'm like, sorry if this video became a little bit like this. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then do not forget to hit that like button. And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter so that you will know when I upload more videos. And as always, I will see you guys next year. Because this year you won't see me anymore in this year. Because next year it will be tomorrow it will be 2017. So yeah, I'll see you guys next year. See ya.